Hey everyone, Ben Tilson here with the Better Rochester Initiative. I'm here with my good friend Kris Loving. He is the founder of Official Love. It's a newly founded nonprofit here in Rochester. And I gotta say, it's really cool what he's trying to do and what he's trying to accomplish with this. And honestly, it's a real inspiration to me. So I really want Kris to really tell his story, where his passion for doing this is. It's really bringing light to officials here in the Rochester area, trying to get kids involved with sports mentoring and stuff like that. So, Kris, why don't you just take it away? Tell me where your passion for this came from.
Sure. First, thanks for having me, Ben. I'm
Yeah,
excited to tell my story and talk a little bit about official love and the impact that it could definitely have in Rochester and beyond. So, about 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, I decided to become an official, a referee. I had a really good friend back home in Chicago that he refereed basketball and football for many years. At that time, probably 10 plus years. And he never recruited me. He never, asked me to do it or talk me into it. But he'd tell different stories, and it was a lot of fun. It sounded like a lot of fun, a lot of good challenges and things. And to be honest, overnight, I just wanted to do it. So I was excited. I went online, looked up the steps to get started, and hit a real roadblock, and that was the cost. And I found out being an official was pretty expensive. You got your registration fees from different places, you got uniforms you got to buy, you got shoes, you got to travel, you got to go to camps that cost money. And so I went back to this mentor and said, hey man, I want to do this, but I just can't afford it right now. I was recently married and, living in a new place and, a lot of things on my plate. So I'm like, I just can't do it. And so he responded back and asked me what size shirt do I wear, what size shoe do I wear.
that's awesome.
He literally got me started. I mean, he sent me a new referee shirt, he sent me a brand new pair of shoes, and away I went. And so, his generosity and his leadership and mentorship helped me, a person that was, willing but just unable. And so that's really what sparked a big part of official love is that pay it forward aspect where we provide uniforms, registration vouchers, and travel vouchers, and all those costs that could be a hindrance. There may be a lot of other Kris Lovins that want to do this, but they can't. And so that's where we come in.
Yeah, that's super cool because I never realized how much cost was involved with
Yeah.
officiating. I guess I never really looked into it that far. I used to umpire
hmm
baseball,
Yep.
but that was all supplied through the RAB
Yep.
Association.
hmm
So I never had to worry about that. So that's
Yep.
really interesting. That's so cool that a mentor like that reached out to you. And I know like many professionals out there that have been successful in other things, it all starts with that one person, that one mentor. Maybe
Right.
it's a relative, family member, something like that, or a good close friend, like in your case.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many I have in my life, and I think that's really cool. And I think it's really cool that you're trying to do that for other
hmm
kids that are maybe in your type of situation
Sure.
who didn't have a lot of money and wanted to do their own thing and wanted
Yep.
to be an officiate because sports life sometimes. And
hmm
I know there's so many kids wanting to be involved with sports for their whole lives, and
Yeah.
what a great way for them to get involved.
Yeah. And we realize that you may not fit in that bucket of low income or whatever, because I had a full time job. My wife was working. You wouldn't think I
Yeah.
couldn't afford it, but even I couldn't afford it at that time. So
Wow.
we don't want to exclude anybody and we don't want to leave anybody out. So we don't have any parameters on like income proof and all that. It's open for everybody.
Wow, that's really cool, man. Well, how would uh, how would someone? You said you do some volunteer stuff like that. How can someone reach out to you and volunteer? What types of things can they do for you?
Sure, you can visit us at www.official-love.org.
Okay.
And on the site, you can see more about our story and history, and you can see our partners on there. Great partners in the community. And then there's a section where you can volunteer. You can click, get involved.
Okay.
put in your information, and we'll have you in our database and include you when we have community events or fundraisers, or if we're doing a big project, doing a mailing, doing a calling, or even if we're just participating in someone else's event, because we're very big on being a part of the community, and more than just when we're looking for help. We like giving the help out.
So outside of Official Love, what else do you do in the community or for a day job?
Sure. So I serve on the Rochester Community Youth Basketball Association board,
Cool.
and I'm actually the lead coordinator for that program, for that association. I'm also on the board for the Rochester Amateur Sports Commission as an at-large board member.
That's awesome.
I mean, I volunteered different places in Rochester, Channel One, YMCA, lots of different places just throughout my few years here. I currently do work at the YMCA as the membership coordinator. Been doing that for almost a year.
Yeah, that's that's really cool. How many hours do you say you put into just Official Love on outside of your paid job? How much extra hours do you have to put in just to keep this going?
Sure. So, I at least spend, 2 to 3 hours a day. Anything from, replying to emails or checking in with my members or mentees, just seeing how they're doing, seeing how their seasons are going, doing marketing, doing budgeting, everything A to Z. I am blessed with a very amazing board of directors. There's 5 of us, but even with us 5, we certainly could use more help, more support, more expertise. But it's pretty much a second full-time job. I love it though.
That's so cool, man. All right, well, we're gonna kind of get this wrapped up here, but so outside of your website, how could they connect with you? How can professionals connect with you if they want to get involved with what you're doing?
Sure. We also have a Facebook page. You can search us Official Love, or it's facebook.com/officiallove.org. You can also reach me by email, Kris D Loving at official-love.org, or our number is 651-334-4163.
Awesome. And like always, I will post all this information on the post above on Facebook, on YouTube. It will be in the description below. Also, if you missed our last video, I met with Reed Bruns. That video is also on the YouTube channel, so check that one out. But really, if Chris's story really inspired you, this is someone you want to get involved with, and please reach out to him. He's super easy to reach out to. He's looking for all the help he can get and really looking for some passionate people out there. And I know there's so many out there, and his story alone, to me, is very inspiring. So please reach out if you ever want to get involved with him. And like I said, all the information's in the description above. So take care, everyone.